how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I love your hair.
Thank you so much because underneath this, it's not fun.
That's okay. And then you've got the whole crown going. I mean, like you're the whole package.
Yes, I've got it going, got it all happening.
Guys, this is author Evelyn Embers. She does monster smut.
Yes, I do. Hi, everyone.
How many books do you have out?
Officially, I have 12 books out.
Okay. But you sent me 2 covers.
Yes, I did.
Because like it would not let me play with this one at all. And I was like, I had to go find something else. I was like, cool, yes, her purple hair. I know. Guys, we gotta unpin the product because we'll get in trouble. So it's going down. If you haven't seen it, I'll put it later if you ask me.
Yeah. And I've got character art here that I'll show you, and I literally have to cover up his man chest because I've gotten in trouble showing it on TT before. So I will show. This is all drawn by me, cover by me as well. So this is like a little 5x7 portrait of our demon, Rylick. And I also have to cover up my FMC because she's wearing a very low-cut dress. TT also got mad at me for that as well. So I will cover her up. And this is Audrey. So yes, I do the character art for my characters. I have done the covers, the 2 that I sent you. So I am just going to cover him up a little bit when I show him so we don't get in trouble on TT. But this is the book that you've got in your hands, AJ.
Yes, that's the one that's on my thing. So tell us a little bit about
Awakening
the Demon.
Absolutely. So this is my 3rd series, and this is the first in series, and this is my full-length one. All of my previous books that you'll see are all novella length, but they're all set in the same universe. We have Dr. Audrey Torres here. She's a botanist, so she studies plants. She's out in the Pennsylvania woods in summer, and she falls through a magical portal right into the backyard of our demon. Problem is that in the demon realm, humans and demons have been locked. Yay! They've been locked in a conflict for centuries and centuries, so she's technically not even allowed to be there. Look at the little egg. That thing was so cute.
Isn't that adorable? I love the little wing. He's so cute. Thank you, Jamie. Guys, thanks for popping everyone's cherries. I appreciate it.
Yay! So yeah, she falls right into his backyard, and of course he lives alone. He has like never seen a human woman before, and so he's kind of conflicted on what to do next because technically he's supposed to take her to the Demon King, but he doesn't do that. He decides to keep her instead. So this is the book.
Does it come with the sprayed edges?
Only on my shop, and this will be available in August again. So I did do a round in April when it first came out, but these will be available only through me in August. The standard regular is available on the Forbidden Forest.
Okay.
And you can get all the art and stuff through me as well.
Yeah, it's just schmink and her schmio, guys. I double checked that before I came on. I was like, I made sure there's a schmink. I got that and all that's going on.
Yep. It's all organized. Everything is there, so you can literally just run through all of the books. So the other one that I had sent you was this guy, and this is an omnibus or collection.
Going crazy. I love it.
So this has 5 stories in one, and this is basically my entire first series in a single book. So I did the art for this one as well. So all 5 stories are here. This is available in the Forbidden Forest as well, so you can grab this, or through KU. Everything is available through KU as well if you would rather. So
tell us a little bit about the monsters of Coldwater Springs.
Yes, so this one has all different monsters, whereas the series that we're in now is focusing mostly on demons. This one has a whole bunch in here. So we have a Minotaur, and his heroine is actually on the run from her husband. And he kind of rescues her, hence the name, Rescued by the Demon, or Rescued by the Monster. We have a fallen angel in here, and he ends up getting accidentally summoned by the owner of a bookstore. So that's fun. We have a forgotten river god, Nahuel, and he lives in a cavern, and they are on an expedition to actually map out the cavern, and she falls through and kind of wakes him up. So that's the third one. We have a forest god who is very, very grumpy. He owns kind of like the bar and grill in town, and he runs into very sunshiny Amaya. Yep. So that's forgotten forest god. And then our last one is desired by the demon, and he is an actual demon, and he owns kind of the junkyard in town, also very grumpy. And they both have dogs, so they kind of bond over that as well. And she's opening a computer shop in town, which is kind of strange because they don't really have great internet. There's like weird things happening with the internet. So there's a little bit of a jumping off point for that last book that goes into my second series.
Jamie wants to know what a river god is.
What is a river god? That's a great question. I made it up. Basically, he's kind of like a lower god. So when you're thinking like the big god of the ocean, like things like that, he's not really that. He's more of like a forgotten one. And so that's why he's asleep, because people have forgotten about him. He doesn't have any worshipers anymore. So he's not like getting energy, and he's kind of just dormant and asleep. But she, of course, wakes him up when she falls into his little underground water cavern.
The Arbitrary is saying, you're being good tonight. No, we have an author on. We're on our best behavior when the author's on. Stick around until after. Then we get mean and feral. We already talked about tacos. You weren't even in here. Oh my gosh. So in your monsters, let me see. Do we have any extra things that, you know, do we have tails and extra appendages that we tentacles, anything like that?
I have done tentacles before. That story you can actually get on my Shmatreon. So that is available on there. That one I was a little too nervous to put on the Forbidden Forest because they can get a little weird about things like that. So I do have that one that is kind of connected to this world. The Demon series is out now. That does have unique anatomy. So we're talking tails, we're talking claws, we're talking fangs, we're talking interesting things happening down below with the eggplant situation. He has wings. He does things with the tail. It's a whole thing happening with that.
That's Awakening the Demon, right?
Yes. Yes. So with the first and second series, some of them have wings, some of them have tails, but it's not really kind of getting into that as much. It's still spicy. It's just not necessarily focusing as much on like the unique anatomy of it.
Jamie wants to know, what genre are your books?
Monster romance, mostly kind of cozy and spicy. So it's very low angst relationship. We're not going to get into like toxic relationship type things. All happily ever afters. We don't talk pregnancy, and all of my heroines are over 30.
Good. I hate surprise pregnancy. It's the worst trope. Daniel goes, if you could pick one of your MMCs to come to life and take you, which one and why?
Oh boy, that's gonna have to be Bjorn from Teased by the Yeti. That's my second series. That was my Christmas release last year. He's just very sassy, and I think we would have a lot of fun with banter. And he's also very possessive and obsessive. So yeah.
Thank you. Yeehaw. Thank you. What type of monster haven't you written about but you want to?
I haven't done mermen, and I haven't done aliens. Aliens is actually on my plan for this upcoming 2027, and that's going to be a longer series. Demons needs to wrap up before I can get into aliens, but that is going to be like probably more than 8 books when we do aliens. So I'm excited to do that.
Daniel, you're asking Bjorn's shoe size, the Yetis? And he means shoe size. He actually doesn't mean wingspan.
I got that.
We had that problem the other day, and it was that we went down the wrong hole.
Yeah.
So what is Bjorn's shoe size? Do you know?
Well, most of my monsters are over 7 feet, so I'm thinking 9 to 10 to 11 inches, something like that, where I don't really get super specific with it in the books. I know some people really like when we get really specific with the inches. I don't, simply because we're like, okay, at this point we're getting into it's not going to fit. But all of my monsters do fit, so it's all good. It's all great.
So Daniel likes to see how much an author develops their characters because he's all into like all those little specifics. So he'll come in here and the other day he came in and I'm like, oh, he's not in here. Let me ask the shoe size of your character so when he comes in, I can tell him. He's trained me.
I love that.
So no Pringles cans, Logan says.
I don't know. To me, that's not really fun, you know? I mean, if you want it to be that, I don't get into specifics. So you can go ahead and put yourself into the Pringle can situation if you want to. If that's your thing, no judgment here. Again, I'm not getting into the super specifics about inches and all that. They're over 7 feet tall. I mean, it's proportional.
Carrie says it's not realistic. And Daniel goes, what does he smell like?
Okay, so he smells very nice because he bathes often because he has a hidden hot spring in the cavern that he lives in. I have a thing about hot springs and caverns. You're going to see this popping up a lot in a lot of my books. So, and they usually make their own soap and things like that. I take hygiene very seriously because they do smegsy times a lot. And I'm not having like a historical romance situation where you're just like, this is getting...
They've been traveling on horseback for 7 days, but let's get down to it, shall we?
Yeah, we're not doing that in my books. We will be clean and it will be fun.
Logan says, I've narrated a Pringle can situation. And Carrie says, I also hate her hands couldn't fit around it. Right? Like, where's this going? Like, no one knows what's going on.
That will not be in there. Again, if you want that, I'm not going into specifics and you can have that fantasy if you want it. You're just not going to see those words. I don't do that.
So where are you finding the inspiration to write all this monster goodness?
I am, first of all, I'm like an elder millennial. I am turning 40 very soon, and I am a huge like Buffy fan, so there's that. I'm a huge Anne Rice fan, so there's that. I pretty much read all of her books. Like, I am just a huge sci-fi nerd, so I mean, Star Trek needs to be spicy. Like, HBO needs to take that show over and do like the not safe for work version of it or the R-rated version of it, you know?
Like, it's just Star Trek Confessions.
Yes, Star Trek Confessions. Okay, I don't want these closed door scenes that they're doing on TV. I just got through watching some of like the newer shows and some of the monsters. I'm just like, man, that's a missed opportunity. Why? You could have went there.
How quickly does he or can he recharge?
Oh, they all recharge. There's no downtime here. We don't do downtime in my universe. This is just like, let's go. Because she's in charge. If she wants it again, she's going to have it again. Like, this is multi-course meals if you want it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Who's been your favorite character? The Yeti's your character, but who's absolutely the one you love to write the most? Who's the character?
You know, I say that with every book that it was my favorite one to write. Currently, I'm in the middle of drafting book 3 of Demons of the Rift. So this is going, like, you don't have to wait a year. Like, the next release for this series is coming out August 7th. And then the next one after that is coming for the holidays. And I'm in the middle of drafting book 3 now. And I always say, like, the one that I'm in is my favorite one. And I think it's just because as I write, like, I just get better. And so it's just, I'm thinking of more things to put in. So I would say that the demon for book 3, and AJ, I know you're going to love this one because you love nerdy boys.
I love a nerdy boy.
He is the biggest nerd, untouched, so like, doesn't know what's happening with anything. And she, of course, is not that. She's like, I'm going to corrupt you, so... Ooh, look at these little baby dinosaur eggs.
They're little wings. They're so adorable. I love them.
So I can't choose because every one I feel like I have a good connection to. Sorry, it's probably not the answer you wanted.
You're good. Jamie, you reached level 26. Holy crap. Congratulations. Good job. Always feels expensive. Who are you reading right now in your spare time?
I have been working my way through the Duskwalker Bride series. I also jump into IPB every once in a while just because her series is so long that you basically can't run out of books when it comes to Rizdiverse and IPB. And then I've been meaning to get into Emma Hamm's Troll series. I finished the entire Merman, like Deep Waters, and I know that she has her newest book for the Trolls just came out. And I haven't even started that series, so I'm excited to get into hers. So, yeah.
Carrie says her favorite MMC is Josh from Lights Out. Girl, same. Guys.
Haven't read it yet.
Girl, you gotta. It's good.
I'm not a dark romance reader.
It's a rom-com, though. It's funny.
Okay.
You will laugh out loud. He's nerdy and hot. Yes, he's nerdy and hot, and he's hot.
Okay.
And you will laugh out loud.
I'll do it.
It's light dark. Yeah, it's you know, it's got a little milk in it. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen some of my readers say that this is dark. This is not dark. The world is dark. The world is kind of like messed up and dark, not gonna lie. There's like weird bad things happening in the world. But the relationship is not dark. So maybe that's where some of the confusion was happening. They looked at the world and they were like, this is kind of messed up. But the relationship is good, though. The relationship is positive. They talk.
Because I'm not a dark romance reader, but I love Josh. Listen to the audiobook. I just finished Lights Out and absolutely loved it. I'm on chapter 18 of Lights Out and I'm loving it. Josh is so funny. Yeah, so everyone's telling you, gotta read it. You gotta read it.
Okay.
You gotta do it.
I will read it.
It's
kind of like someone asked, what's the book? So here's the book. I have to censor him. I'm so sorry. Because TT does not like the man chest that I drew, apparently.
So we're talking about Awakening the Demon, and then she has her omnibus too of Monsters of Coldwater Springs.
Yes.
So she has both of these that we're talking about. But she has, what, 18 books you said?
12. Including this one, it's 12.
She has 12 books, yes.
Yep.
Daniel says, Lights Out's more sunset than it is full darkness. I love that.
Okay. Yeah, I was recommending that movie Send Help to someone, and they were like, I don't do horror movies. I'm like, but it's not a horror movie, though. It's funny.
Is it? Because that came up on my list to watch, and I need to watch stuff. So
you gotta watch it. I recommend it to everybody. It's like feminine rage at its best. It is. I can't stop thinking about it. It's been like probably 2 weeks since I watched it, and I literally can't stop thinking about it.
Okay.
It also kind of inspired me because the director just went for it. It is unapologetic. And I'm just like, that's how I want to be as an author. I just want to go for it and just be unapologetic about it. So yeah, it's my new goal.
Exactly. Because, write it for you. There will be somebody out there who wants to read it.
Yes.
It's exactly the way it is. So who are you reading as a child that brought us to you now?
Oh no. Gosh, I was such a book nerd that it's really hard to even say what books that I read that brought us to now. I will say that my mom did not censor my reading, and she had a lot of inappropriate books on the bookshelf, and she was just like, I don't care, read whatever. So what's that? I can't remember the name of the book, but I remember the author, Erica Jung. I literally read her book. If you know who that is and you're like, you read that as a preteen, and I was like, yes, I did. The Happy Hooker. She had that on the shelf. Yes, that came out in like the 70s. That was a big to-do. Literally read that. Anne Rice, I think I read when I was 10, and I don't think that her books were probably appropriate for a 10-year-old, but I read a lot of them.
I read her when I was 12. It was totally not appropriate. I didn't tell my parents. Because they bought me the book. I'm like, I shouldn't tell them this is what this is about, or they won't let me read this.
Yeah, no. So basically my mom's policy is like, whatever you want to read, I don't care. So yeah, I was not reading Sweet Valley High or the Babysitter's Club. I can say to this day that I have never read any of those books. I was reading Anne Rice, Interview with the Vampire, as a 10-year-old.
Babysitter's Club was good though. I loved Babysitter's Club. Like I would devour. I would stay up till reading 4 a.m. in high school and in junior high, reading like Christopher Pike and Babysitter's Club and Sweet Valley High and all of that stuff. And then like wonder why I was tired at school.
I think probably the most innocent things that I've read as like age appropriate, like Laura Ingalls, I read all of hers, like all the Roald Dahl books, love those. Harry Potter obviously came out when I was like in middle school, high school, so read all of those when those came out. Those are probably like the appropriate children's books that
Yeah.
bread.
You accidentally stole the Christopher Pike Remember Me? I love that. So what's been your biggest challenge so far as getting into this indie author experience?
Getting really distracted with things that I don't need to be getting distracted with. I honestly think that as I get older, my husband keeps telling me that I have ADHD, and I'm like, no, I don't. I am so organized. I do not have ADHD. He's just like, when was the last time you ate? And I go, 6 hours ago. Wait, what time is it? How long have I been sitting here, like just literally hyper focusing on whatever it is that I've been working on? So maybe, I don't know. I just get very distracted with things. And I think social media, while it has been a huge blessing, thanks to people like you, AJ, because you're amazing, I get very distracted with it. It is extremely hard to just like put my phone down and be like, okay, you actually have to write the book.
Carrie says ADHD can still be organized. Women present differently. I'm starting to think I'm a little ADHD, so.
Man, it's not looking good. I don't want to have to tell my husband that he's right, because he's just going to hold that over me for the rest of our lives.
So there was an ADHD woman. She had her own TikTok, and she would do things like, I put the clothes in the washer, but they never made it to the dryer. So she constantly rewashes her clothes because she forgets them in the dryer.
Yeah, I don't do that.
No, yeah, or she loads the dishwasher, but she forgets to run it, or like just everything's halfway done in her house.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I don't do that. I think I do other weird things that makes him think that I have an ADHD type of thing happening. But yeah.
This was a coworker who's mentally ADHD.
Oh.
There's levels. That's not good. Caitlin says, I was a slow reader when I was young, so I would read Dr. Seuss books, Junie B. Jones, and Mystery Treehouse. Oh yes, Treehouse books are good.
Yeah. No, I love those. Those are great. Editing is really hard. I love the drafting because it's all up here. So the minute it's just on the page, I just want to move on. So I have to go back and do editing, and I'm just like, this blows. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And then because I just want to punish myself more, I decided to be the illustrator and the designer of all the covers and all the character art as well. So, you know, it's just like piling things on top of myself. I don't know what I was thinking, but readers really liked the covers. They liked the character art. I don't feel like paying thousands and hundreds of dollars to someone when I'm extremely nitpicky and like type A when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I would rather just do it myself, but it is a lot on top of everything.
She said Jen says a lot of people, creative people are that way though. You are trying to write and left brain at the same time.
Yes, that is perfectly describing what I'm doing.
Caitlin, you haven't read Harry Potter? Get on it, girl. I know it's like almost sacrilege to come in here and say that. And Trish says, I never dry my clothes fast enough. I love it. Yes. Basking says she loves that you illustrate.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, new people came in, so I haven't shown. I have to censor again. Okay, so here's
Harry. You've never read Harry Potter either. Oh my God, what is wrong with people? You can listen to it now. It's got graphic audio.
Sorry, his little nip is showing. I got to figure out a way to. Okay, there we go. That's him.
So this is Awakening the Demon. This is her current series, and she also has Monsters of Coldwater Springs. Oh, that's so pretty.
I know. I love
it. Yeah, TT doesn't like the cleavage.
TT doesn't like the cleavage. I mean, she's covered. She is covered. She's wearing a beautiful green dress that you're not going to be able to see because I have to cover it.
Noel can't hold up her book because he has no shirt on. But if she puts it back behind a green screen, it's fine.
Oh, that's terrible.
I can hold her book all day long. Never get anything.
What is that? Yeah, at this point, I've been in a few like TT lives with other people. And so I know the deal. And I've got like a double-sided little bookmark too.
Oh, I love that. Now, if they order the book through your Schmink, they get the bookmarks and the stuff like that, right? Or is that separate?
This little swag pack is separate on my Schmile. So if you get the standard paperback from Amazon and you're like, I really want the character art, you can order it separate from me and I'll just pop it in the mail. So it's cool.
Do you have the not safe for work character art, or is it all safe for work?
You know, I am currently working on a piece, but because book 2 backed up right up to book 1, I had to put a pause on it to work on the cover for book 2. I really need to get that done for the arcs and stuff that are going to come out next month. It is so close to being done, though. I literally just have to do their faces and clean up the background a bit, and then I'd be able to release it. So maybe it will be ready by the time book 2 comes out, and that could be like a bonus. So if you're on my Schmatreon, that's where that kind of stuff gets sent out. Or if you're on my Schmooze letter... plug for that one. Schmooze letter gets everything, right? You want to be beta, you want to have an arc, you want to get a shmee little bookie, okay? That's like within the world, you can do that. So yeah, I was going to hype up the schmooze letter. I send those out not too often, like twice a month. I don't think that that's too much to send, but yeah.
Carrie loves not safe for work. I know she does. She's part of my super fans, and we get a lot. When we get that art, we share it amongst ourselves.
Oh yeah, no, and I know. That's why I worked on it, but then I had to stop. And I was just like, dang, this was going in a really good direction too. And I felt very proud of myself for even managing to get it done. And my husband, like, because I work on my art when we're watching TV together, and every once in a while he just glances over at my tablet and he's like, what are you doing? What are they doing? What is his, you know what? I'm not even going to ask any questions. I'm like, it's probably best if you don't.
Casey says she can't show her bookmarks either. So, like, it's just TT. And then Carrie says she gets daily newsletters from some of her authors. Dude, that's a little much.
That's a much. That's a bit much. Yeah, I usually during a release, it gets bumped up to maybe like once a week. But my usual cadence is just twice a month because I don't want to overwhelm people. You know,
I get a lot of emails from Tessa Hale, but I'm on her street team, so that's why. So
yeah.
I get a lot. I'm the worst street team member. Have you seen me post about Tessa Hale?
Oopsie.
I'm so bad about it, but yeah, I gotta get better about it. Like, because she wants me on IG anyway, so and I rarely post over there. So, but
yeah. I'm on there. I just recently popped over to there because I had a bunch of my ARC readers that were like, are you over there? I want to like tag you and things. And I was like, ooh, I was avoiding it, but I am over there. So if you're more over there, you will find me there.
Yes, Carrie's like, I sent AJ a good paragraph yesterday. Yeah, Carrie sends me stuff. She's like, oh my God, girl, look what I just read. She's always sending me stuff. It's always nice. And I'm like, and what book is this?
And where did this come from?
What am I reading now?
I love that.
Daniel says my newsletter is just once a month. Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's good. I love it. Love it. I love it. So when you're writing, what are you listening to?
Nothing. Like I said, distracted. I have to have silence, complete and utter silence. It drives my husband crazy. He's like, I don't understand how you can sit here and get work done. I'm like, well, I've been sitting here writing and like 6 hours just went by and I'm not sure like what happened that happened.
It works for you. I mean, don't drive your process. Now, when you're looking at a book, how is your process? Are you pantsing it? Or are you plotting it? What are you doing?
Okay, so this is going to be really fun for this group because, you know, I come into AJ's things a lot. So I will do what I call tent poles. So every book, I decide what part of the world is going to be revealed. So those are the tent poles that are kind of holding up each book. Within each book, the tent poles are the actual spicy intimacy scenes. I plan those first. So this is not going to be because all of my novellas, the spicy scenes happened in like chapter 4. It's a novella. We got to get to it. We don't have a whole lot of time to waste, right? These are full length, so I'm just like, I think it might be a bit much to have spicy scenes happening in chapter 4 when we have like 27 chapters. So I like it to start happening in chapter 10. So that's the first tent pole, and we're leading the romance kind of up into that. And then every intimacy scene that happens after that. But it's not just like, oh, spicy scenes. Like something is happening during those spicy scenes. Either motivations are being revealed, they're coming together and realizing things, like you're realizing their inner monologue about how they feel about one another, about how the world is changing, or whatever the case may be. So that's kind of how I plot out each of the books, is through the intimacy scenes, because as a reader, I find those more important than it's very much characters driving the plot and not so much the outside world driving the plot, if that makes sense.
No, that absolutely makes perfect sense. I love it. I love that. Hey, Katie, good to see you. And you kind of answered this. I'm going to say, what are you eating? But you don't eat. So are you drinking something while you're writing?
I know. Okay, so usually if we're eating, I try to do like a chia seed pudding. It's just like, okay, well, I'm going to try to at least get some fiber in, because I've heard the whole like, well, if you're over 40, you might get colon cancer, so you probably should try to prevent that. And I'm like, okay. Chia seed pudding, try to get those done ahead of time. And then, yes, I am drinking either plain water with lemon, super boring, but you know, I'm here in the Southwest. We just have to find a way to chug the water. Spindrifts are my favorite. The Island Punch ones from Trader Joe's are so good with like ice and a little lemon. It's really nice. Or I'll just do like a hibiscus iced tea or something. I have like several drinks going on at the same time. My desk is a hot mess of like halfway consumed beverages.
I love Spindrift. I think I have Mandarin Orange right now in my refrigerator. They're so good.
You get the gigantic one from Costco. It's got like 24 cans in the pack. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I wish I had a Costco membership. I could do it now, I think. Maybe. Yeah, well, right now we're Instacarting everything because I'm not supposed to be lifting anything at all, and I can't lift my hand higher than that. So grocery shopping is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no. You can Instacart for Costco now. I've seen people in there doing Instacart for Costco. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Look at that.
Do it.
I will.
I think you do it through the Costco app. So if you have a membership or don't have one yet, sign up, and then you'll see like the Instacart in the app.
Nolan says, yes, you can. He knows. Guys, do you have any questions about Evelyn, about her books, about her monsters? Anything you want to ask about her spiciness? Make sure you put it in the chat. You guys have been really good about keeping the conversation going, so I just want to make sure that it knows if you have any questions. That's where we put them. That's what we do. What is your favorite color?
Wow, if you can't see it from all this, I'm not sure that we can be friends. I'm just kidding. It's purple.
Mix goes, how much spice is the spice?
How much spice is the spice? I have seen my readers say that it's anywhere from like a 3.5 chili pepper to a 4. I like to describe it as explicit and plentiful. There are definitely more than 5 scenes in every book, and they usually go over like an entire chapter or a chapter and a half. It's very descriptive. I'm using all of the words that you would expect to see in an explicit scene. Things are happening, like they are using very much adult language to describe things. So yeah, this is not like your typical, oh, like it's cozy, but like they're like doing it a little bit. No, they're full on having the spicy times together. And I will be describing that as such.
Very cool. I love that.
Research do I do into human anatomy? Oh, I don't know if I understand the question as much. Human anatomy. What do you mean? I mean, I'm a human.
Well, you know your monster anatomy. How much do you know about the human anatomy? I think is what he's asking.
Well, I took human sexuality in college, so quite a bit, I would say.
Asking about says explicit and plentiful is fantastic. Carrie's like, do you use the word slick and folds?
Slick sometimes, folds not so much. I'm not a big fan of the folds.
I'm not a big fan of the folds either.
No. Slick sometimes. It's appropriate sometimes.
You have no-go list of descriptive anatomy words you won't use. There we go.
No. I mean, my first pen name was an Erotica pen name. I did that for like 8 months, probably 8 months. So I'm pretty desensitized to all the plethora of words you might use to describe. I actually have like a thesaurus that is literally like all the words that you can use during those scenes.
Where do you find that one?
It's around. It goes around in the author circles for people who write spicy. They're like, okay, what are the other words to use? I need like a thesaurus, and somebody legitimately went out and wrote one. It's pretty hilarious, actually.
The one that I don't like, and that's because it's overused. When the person uses it, they use it like all the time. Is when you refer to the lady parts as the schmecks.
Yeah. I don't do no.
I hate that, and it's just because like once is okay. Like the book I'm reading once a book she uses it, but what I find that authors who refer to it, they'll do it over and over and over. And if I'm your beta reader, I'm gonna be like, get rid of it.
Yeah, no. I mean, for demons, kind of, because they've never seen a human woman before. So at first it's a little awkward when they're trying to describe things, but she quickly is like, no, you will be calling it this. Thank you very much.
Jen's like, are y'all reading my mind? Because she goes, my pet peeve is the word schmacks. And she was asking what Carrie asked. I love that. And then Kibasky says, no folds or manhood. And manhood's not, manhood is
not, like I said, it's not unapologetic enough. Like if you're going to write it, you need to write it. Like if you're going to put it in there, it needs to be in there. Like I said, what I also like to do is where you start the spicy in one point of view and it goes for a chapter and then it goes over into the other point of view and you kind of switch. So that will happen for a lot of my books as well, because I like to see both. Like The lady, she has feelings about what's happening and is either like, wow, he's a monster and we're doing this, or she's just like, I'm along for the ride, like, let's go. Or like, and then we're flipping over to the guy and he's just like, oh, it's happening. He's just very excited. So
I love a POV switch just as much as Carrie does too. I love that. Like they start it and then she takes over. Katie wasn't in here earlier, but she wants to know which book of yours is your favorite that you've written?
Oh, why do you do this to me? It's so hard to choose. It's like choosing a favorite dog or like a favorite child. I don't have children. I have dogs.
Favorite dog is right here.
I was gonna say that's actually kind of a lie because my favorite dog is over there too. I will say that the one that was super enjoyable for me to write is probably Teased by the Yeti, just because, I don't know, Bjorn was just a delight for me. He just came to me fully formed. They're both sassy. They're both very sassy. So it's like bratty sassy. And I had a really fun time doing that dynamic because I hadn't done that yet. And yeah, the other ones that are my favorite are coming up. They're not published yet. So I don't know. I just like to find different ways to show the monsters, to show the way they are. I like that duality of, yes, I'm a cinnamon roll, but also I'm possessive. Yes, I'm sweet to you, but yes, I'm also obsessive. So I like to show dualities in personality.
Now, on this one, the Forest God, are we grabbing the antlers during fun time, or how is that coming into play?
I will put it this way. Maya is in charge, and he is less so, and he finds that out about himself. That one's a bit schminky, I'm not gonna lie.
Good time. Good. And then you've got a really nerdy one coming up who's like, I don't understand how anything works, and she's going to teach me everything. So I love that.
Yeah. Yep. I'm having a really fun time writing this one. This one's going to be a wild ride. And the fourth one that's coming up, I know is going to be longer. But that's just because the demon's just going to be so dang stubborn. When you have a stubborn guy, like, he has to break at some point, right?
Mix says she loves all the purple.
Yes, purple, it's a problem. If you go to my Shmio, if you go to anywhere you find me on the interwebs, it's just purple everything. Purple everything. So I don't know. I have an obsession with it. It's a problem.
It looks good on you though, so what's wrong with it?
Why, thank you, darling. Thank you so much.
Purple is that whole job now going, yes, purple. We love purple. I should be shocked that I said, what color should I do my hair? And they all said purple. Why am I shocked?
So we can match, obviously.
So you're working on book 3 of your Awakening the Demon series, right? How many are going to be in that series?
It's planned for 4. It could expand out up to 6. Possibly 8 as I get into them and like side characters kind of pop their way out and create avenues for things. The thing with me, or at least the thing that I feel that I can do better as a writer, I'm sure that some of my readers will disagree, but I don't feel that I am the best at world building. It is a struggle for me. I have to sit with it and it kind of has to open itself up for me. And that can create a problem when I'm drafting book 3 and I'm like, dang it, I should have put this in book 1, or shoot, why didn't I think of that way back over here? But it's okay though, because it also kind of opens itself up for readers as well. So the reason why I say that the series could expand is because I really don't know what's going to happen. Like, I don't know how much of the world is going to expand itself out. Currently we're here and it's it's literally a whole place. So there are lots of places that we haven't gone yet, lots of other demons and things that we haven't seen. So yeah, the world is my oyster, as it were.
Dylan says definitely should let it open up for you first.
Yes.
Carrie says I bought a friend a t-shirt that said my Patronus is a narwhal and it was purple.
I love that.
And here's the question Jen has, and this is going to be everyone's going to be listening for. Do you have a schmexy scene that like gave you a big ear to ear smile while you were writing it?
I have had several of those where I'm literally kicking my own feet up and kind of squealing, going, this is going to be so good. So there are plenty of those scenes in book 2 that's upcoming. And there are more of those scenes probably for book 3, simply because just the nature of it. He doesn't know anything. He's very untouched. So that's also very fun. I will say that I had a really fun time writing a very particular scene in Moonstruck by Thoth. That was my Valentine's release just this past February. And because if you are a big fan of The Mummy or going to Egypt or anything like that, they do end up going to Egypt. And they go into a tomb and things happen in the tomb. So that was fun to write.
Now, are all of your stories male, female, or do you have any reverse harem? Just curious.
All of them are male, female.
Okay.
That is not to say that I'm closed to the option of other pairings in the future. The plan was to get the pen name established. Readers don't like it when you're kind of swap-swapping back and forth between things. So you'll see other bigger authors doing that, like Opal Rain, they have done it as well. And I think that they were able to do that simply because they had the established like male, female, and then they were much further in the series when they introduced like other pairings. So I'm not close to it. I don't read it enough myself in order to do it justice. So it would have to be something that I would need to sit with as an author to make sure that I am doing it justice. So currently it's male, female.
Love that. Nolan wants to know, is this our world with monsters or a unique world?
It is a unique world, so I'm so happy you asked that because this is kind of like a universe that is all connected. So it's the same magic system that connects all of the worlds together, and they're all standalone, so you don't necessarily need to read them in order or read any of them to understand it, but reading them in order will give you more background information on how the magic system works and how we're able to kind of go to different places. But it opens me up creatively because that means that I can take us anywhere in the future and it will still all connect back to the same magic system. So no, not necessarily our world is like our world, but a bit extra where magic exists and it can take you places in portals. And when you go there, you find fun monsters.
Who are smexy and happy and...
Yes, I want to take care of you and things like that.
Yes, take care of you very well. Yes, Nolan says cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So right now, books are over on the Forbidden Forest, but they're also in your Schmink and your Schmayo. And there's more stuff in your Schmayo, though, if you want to get like extras and stuff like that. So, right?
Yes. Currently, right now, extras are in my Schmayo. Books are not available through me just yet. I do kind of pre-orders, at certain times throughout the year. I don't have the capability of having stock. So basically people just have to say during this period of time, how many people are interested. Great. I will order, sign, and then send. So it's kind of like rounds basically.
Okay.
We are not currently in a round right now, but a new round will be starting in August with the next release. And I'll be putting that everywhere. But if you want to know, Schmooze is the best way to know because I will obviously let people know. And then I usually do like coupon codes and things like that. So
yeah, so go to her Schmayo, sign up for that newsletter. God, it's so hard to speak.
No, I have to like run it through like a what do you want to call it? Like a filter in my brain before I even talk, just to make sure because I don't want to get you in trouble.
And normally I send a thing saying don't say this, and I totally forgot to do that. So I gotta remember to do that tomorrow because I know the person tomorrow. I feel like the person tomorrow is gonna totally screw it up.
You don't need to do that with me. I'm a pro now, AJ, so I'm good.
I know, and you've been up here before, so you know.
Yes.
You know. Y'all have seen my struggles.
Yes, I have. You see me come in here and you're just like, oh, it happened again. And I'm like, okay, what is happening? That is just rude.
Yeah.
Rude.
Basking Book says, can we get Painted Edges book or not yet?
So this one that I'm holding was the one that was available in my Schmayo. The round for this one will be for August. So the plan is that the edge color that we're seeing is going to match the demon. So the next one will have a different edge color that will match him and so forth. So when you have them on the shelf, you can kind of have it so you can see who everybody is. And that's the plan. So those edge ones will only be available through me. And I'm just doing like periodic rounds throughout the year.
Because they're expensive to have done.
Yeah, I have to do it through a whole separate printer because the Forbidden Forest, I really don't know what happened. I had them send me so many proofs and every single one came up more messed up than the last one. And they kept sending it from the same one because I'm very close to like a very particular center where they do all the printing. And at that point, I just kind of gave up and I had to reach out to the company that I partnered with to do the edging. And they said, I don't think you're going to be able to do it through the Forbidden Forest. I think you have to find like a different printer. So I ended up having to go through a whole different way. And so basically what I do is I just kind of order like a box of 20 at a time. And then I open the round and it's like, who wants to buy them? So
I love that. You have to come in here and be like, the round's open. I'm like, hey, go to Hirschmeyer, do the thing.
No, I would love to come back for August for book 2, just so that, you know, people can see that it's up, and then I'll have all the different things for everybody.
I don't know if I have room in August, but let me look at September.
Yeah, totally.
Because, like, I'm booked.
You're booked. You're popular.
I am, and it's a good thing. Except for when the author's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it Thursday, but doesn't actually particularly tell me that they're not sure. Like, I don't know if she's canceled or not. I'm like, could you clarify this, please? Are you canceling? What's happening? Mix, thank you for the little wing. We got another little dinosaur dog. He's so cute.
I love that.
That is, I try to make the cute gifts. I try to make them fun. Like the big booty fruit and you're popping my cherry and, you know. I don't do boring. I don't.
No.
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 Guys, any more questions before we let her go for the evening so she can go back to writing her great monster smut for us? Because we need this in our lives.
You do.
You do.
It's tough out there. You need that escape, and that's my whole thing.
And I've told you, I'm reading that series where the demon had 2 particular pieces, and
Ooh, yes. Yeah, I haven't explored that just yet. I will get there eventually. I have it saved for something very special. It is going to happen during this series. Oh, there's so many things that I could tell you, but I just don't want to spoil it. So
don't let us find out for ourselves for sure.
I have so many things.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful. You don't want to give too much away, but just enough. She says, Cozy said, I added your books to my TBR. So that's awesome. Hey, Shayna, welcome in.
Yay. Thank you so much. Seriously. Yeah. Everything is over on the Forbidden Forest. I try to make everything as accessible as possible. I used to be an educator. I was in the classroom for many, many years, and KU was literally the only thing I could afford to read books, as I could not afford to even buy books for my own self to read during my downtime. So I'm a big, as people have many feelings about the Forbidden Forest, and I totally understand, but for me personally, I just feel like I want to make it as accessible as possible, and that is one of the ways that people can easily read and find my things.
I didn't have KU, I'd be in trouble.
Right?
And there's certain authors I will pre-order because, like, I want to make sure, because I know what they're trying to do with their funds and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'll pre-order those, but like, or I'll buy from their website and put it on my thing. But yeah,
Absolutely.
Do you have a preferred spot for a soap to attain? So Nolan, right now, it's on the Forbidden Forest, but she does rounds. So in August, there'll be the Schmeek and her Schmile.
Yep.
And then, guys, oh my God, that was me. That.
Knock yourself in the face with your own tablet. I have done that and it hurts.
It does hurt. That's why I was like, oh crap, it's coming for you. Guys, right now she has Awakening the Demon. This is her latest book. Book 2 is coming out soon. Round 2 will have the next demon with the sprayed edges. And then she also has Monsters of Coldwater Springs, which is her omnibus. So go grab all those up. You need a pocket socket. I need a cover and a lot of stuff for it. Like, yes. Sprayed edges, says Shayna. Yes. Girl, you come in my room. I love sprayed edges.
Yeah, this is like a forced edge. So it's embedded into the book and it has like a cute little border in here.
Oh, so that was like the one I was showing. The edges were like this, but they have the edge too.
Yeah, so it's actually, so I feel like this is more durable than a spray because you don't have to worry about this, like it coming off. It literally is printed inside the book. And this has color art in it as well. So some of those portraits that I've been showing are also in here in color. And there's 2 other pieces that I did that I'm not going to spoil it for you because it's having to do with the actual series itself. But I did draw the heading art in here. You can get this in the standard as well. So he's like holding a little plant with his little clawed hand. And then I have, so every point of view, let me find hers. Hers is like her little journal. So
now in August, we'll be able to get that copy as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll be both copies with the sprayed edges.
Yeah. So I might do like a bundle situation, or you can do this one by itself, or you can do book 1, book 2, and then the character art and things like that. So all that's coming in August. I have a lot to do, guys.
Girl, you're making me tired just thinking about it. Good Lord. This is all part of a creative program. Love when the edges in the book come to make a design. Yes, and 2 pieces. Sounds like a party in August. Yes, it is. It's going to be a party in August. Love that. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you on. Like,
Aw, that makes me feel so good. Thank you.
yeah, I've been. June is full of a lot of people that I'm really, really. No TT shop, Shayna. No, she doesn't. So,
You know, I tried and they got mad at me and said no. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was
Don't
like,
worry.
well,
so everything's on the Forbidden Forest, but if you want those sprayed edges, you got to wait till August, and then she'll have a round for that. So hang out for August for those sprayed edges. But if you want to read it right away, go grab it on KU.
yeah, for sure. And honestly, the best way to stay up to date with things is to be on my newsletter. Like, to be perfectly very real with you. It's like, yeah, I'm giving you a something for being on it, but it's also like, if you really are interested and you really want to know, I would just encourage you to join, because I try to stay in touch with my readers as much as possible. So
Guys, yeah, and if you go into her profile, there's a schmink here.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. And there it is, all the stuff that you need. So go grab it up. And it's her suggested reading order. Grab the next one. And her new all of her information is on there. So go educate yourself.
no one is surprised that it's purple.
No one is surprised. Exactly. Thank you, Basking. Definitely waiting for August. There you go. Love it. Love it. All right, my girl. Thank you so much. Send me a message to remind you. No, audiobooks. Do you have any? Thank you, Callie.
Oh boy. No. And
Okay.
I don't know when, because I want to do it right, and I am just not at that point to do it right, you know? So
Right.
I want to, I really do. Plus, it's also kind of like imposter syndrome. I feel like in order to do it, I would have to go back through and like edit everything and make sure that it's actually ready to go to audio. And I'm not sure that anything is. And even just thinking about that, I'm like, okay, so we're not going to panic about that. And I'll just say, no, not at this time.
But soon, hopefully soon, she'll get over it and she'll do it.
Maybe.
Yeah, send me a message so that I can. Maybe I'll even fit you in, and we'll do a double booking one day. Just because I love you so much and I love having you on here. So
Thank you. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I do this full time, so I'm available. I'm around. This is my life.
All right, my girl. I'll see you soon. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks, everyone. It was
Thank
so
you.
great being in.